Got another video clip here, or two video clips from Dublin showing a gang of foreign men roaming the streets at night in a pack, going exactly where no one was sure, although I believe they ended up in tents somewhere near the Grand Canal. This video was taken by the account Dublin Videos, previously 2024. I believe that account was nuked. It's now Dublin Videos 2025. So if you want to follow an account of someone who's out and about on the streets in Dublin documenting what he sees, please give the account a follow. The link will be in the description box underneath this video. It's well worth following and checking out. He's done quite a lot of work in and around the Dublin area, documenting tent cities, documenting gangs of men roaming around, questioning them, where are they from, what are they doing, where are they going. Some people say he's got a brass neck. He shouldn't be asking questions like that, should just be leaving people alone. Well, he's got a right to speak to people. He can speak up if he wants, and he'll bear the consequences if it all turns nasty. But that's obviously a price he's prepared to pay to get to the bottom of what's happening in Dublin. So this is a still taken from the first clip. There's two short clips here, and this is a group of men walking around late at night with what looks to be tents or some form of flimsy tents that have been handed out to them, possibly by NGOs, government NGOs that are facilitating, aiding and abetting the influx of men into Ireland. And as you can notice as well from this clip, no women in sight, certainly no children, certainly no elderly people, and they all seem to be of a similar age, probably in the 20 to 35 to 40 camp. So I'm going to show you the video. First of all, this is them walking along and becoming a little bit, how would you say, brazen in their communications with the locals here, but you're going to see what I'm talking about right now.
Well, yeah. But they come to them night. Hello, you're right. Why are you recording me, sir? I don't make you famous, yeah? Well, yeah. But they come to them night. Hello, you're right. Why are you recording me, sir?
What's he shouting about? What's he mouthing off about? It's probably people living around there trying to get to sleep. They have to get up for work the next day, probably paying a big mortgage or paying a lot of rent out of their own pocket to live and sleep in peace. You want people mouthing off in the streets at night or very early hours of the morning, either way, but they're going to get it anyway.
I don't make you famous, yeah?
Yeah. And then he follows this group. And by the way, I've put this disclaimer in before, and this chap's been advised of this himself underneath his videos. A lot of people are very concerned about his own personal safety. He seems to operate alone, going up to groups of people alone, asking them very, very direct questions. And thank God, thus far, he's remained safe. He hasn't come to any harm, but I wouldn't recommend anyone to do what he does alone. If you want to do it, feel free, but it could be highly risky. At least have someone there in case things go bad. That would be my humble advice. But again, you can take that or leave it. So here he is approaching. It's either this group or another group on the same time in the same area, questioning them as to what they're at.
There's another new batch of them.
Like, look at this. Look at this. You know, marching along in the middle of the night. Now, let me put a disclaimer in here. I'm not saying these guys have done anything wrong. I'm not even saying that they're going to do anything wrong. But I don't know, because I've no idea who they are, where they're coming from. I've no idea they will do anything wrong. I've no idea that they won't do anything wrong. And yes, you could say the same thing if it was a group of Irishmen or a group of men from Cork or a group of men from Belfast. You could say the same thing. But the point is if you were walking down the street as a woman, maybe feeling a little bit nervous at night on your own, and you happened across a group like this, you would be well within your rights to be concerned. So use situational awareness. And if you have a bad feeling, a gut feeling about anybody, any group of people from anywhere, use your gut feeling and get out of there. Use some discernment. But by the same token, as much as I can't say that they're going to do anything wrong, I don't know that. I can't say that they won't either. I just don't know. Neither does this guy, neither would anyone else in the area. The only people that knows is them.
Where are you coming from? No. Where are you coming from? Where are you from?
Must be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Must be at least a dozen, at least 12 of them here. And again, you can see them all reasonably well dressed. They certainly don't look destitute to me. All of the same age, all young men, no women, no children, no elderly, no infirm. So I'll tell you one thing that they're not doing. They're not fleeing from any war. Because if they were in a country that's torn by war, they should be staying behind and protecting their families. Remember, a man going to war travels alone. A man fleeing from war brings his family with him.
Where are you from?
What you mean? What you mean?
Where are you from? I'm asking where you're from. Where you get the tents from? Where did you get the tents from? Where are you getting the tents from? How did you get to Ireland? What? How did you get to Ireland?
So you can see them carrying these little pop-up disposable type tents, the type that are supplied by NGO organizations. So they arrive in Dublin or wherever it is they are. They make their way towards assistance. They get some short-term temporary accommodation, at least in the shape and form of a tent, and then they make their way into the public areas to try and find a place to pitch. Not exactly ideal situation.
How did you get to Ireland? Hello? Yo, talking to you. Where did you get the tents from? Where did you get the tents from?
Leave me alone, man.
Oh, we'll leave you alone when I ask you questions.
Don't touch, hey. Don't touch, my friend.
No one's touching that friend. Where'd you get the tent from? Where you getting the tents from? No. Down the talk, there is not, boys. He's only know English when he's getting money, yeah? Here we are in Dublin 4 now. They're looking for someone to settle down for the night here, as we can see. As we can see. Not that batch of them.
So that's quite a posse marching with purpose somewhere, or they're certainly moving as a unit to try and get somewhere to lay their heads for the night. And again, I'll say this, I wouldn't advise this strategy myself to anyone that's watching this, should you feel tempted to do the same thing, simply because it could turn out to be very, very dangerous. But then again, it's your choice. You can do whatever you want, but that's just my humble advice. And if the guy that records these videos is listening to this one, please take good care of yourself, mate. Please take care of yourself and try, at least if you're going to do something with this, to bring someone with you. I'm not saying you can't handle yourself. I'm not saying that you don't know what you're doing, but just out of genuine concern, watch yourself when you're doing stuff like this, because it could go very wrong very, very quickly. And to give you an idea of where those men were going, the question was asked, were they heading? Someone said Grand Canal Street, and there was a video or two I posted up last week about these tent cities springing up along the Grand Canal again this summer. The guy who recorded the video, Dublin Video, said yes, they went to the Shelburne Road and pitched up there. So that's a heads up for anyone that's in Dublin. Watch out for that area along the Grand Canal and also the Shelburne Road, just to make you aware of what's in the vicinity. And again, I'll make it clear, I'm not saying that these men were going to do anything on anyone. I don't know, but I'm just saying situational awareness can go a long way. Okay, situational awareness can go a long way. Someone else has replied, I'm down in Pierce Street, and you won't to see the amount of them with new sleeping bags, new tents, but ask an Irish homeless person anyway, and they're saying they can't get any tents because there's none left, because they're given to all those men. Please be careful around them. No one is safe here now. Disgraceful. Well, again, a word of warning there. Just use your gut, use your common sense when it comes to wherever you are, whatever environment you're in, and whatever people should be in that environment with you. So anyway, for now, share this content, let people see what's going on the streets of Dublin. Another addition to the no risk, no reward scrapbook. It's there, it's recorded, it's logged. Cut and paste the link, drop it into any Facebook groups or social media groups or WhatsApp groups or whatever groups that you're part of. Share it out there, let people know what's happening. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please consider doing so. For now, I'm Rick Bunn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.